Hey everyone, I'm going to be taking a look at a little figure that I really feel like is a little mysterious. And it's going to be this little bootleg. Well, it's not really little, it's actually kind of large. It's like 8 inches, I think. 9 inches, maybe? I don't know. I can't remember where I got this one from. Maybe like a carnival, I was told. But yeah, this randomly showed up one day and I just thought I'd keep it. It was a gift. I think they got this one out at Carnival. Anyways, the overall mold of this one is actually kind of interesting because, in terms of legs, it gives off the vibe of like a Heisei era style suit where it's kind of chunky, kind of foldy, and it even has like some what is it, 4 toes, just like the Heisei Godzilla, and it even has the arms of the Heisei Godzilla with some folds and wrinkles. It even has some on the neck, which is more apparent that this very much looks like a suit. The face, however, does not look anything like a Heisei Godzilla. Name the last time you saw this fight, King Ghidorah. Yeah. And not to mention, all the dorsal fins are literally just tiny little bumps. Like it literally goes on like that throughout the entire body. I mean, there is this little divot right here, but honestly, that's just probably a little molding error. And then we have this really stumpy tail. It's not really stumpy. It's kind of proportionally accurate, even though there's really no accuracy to this thing. Yeah, for colors, it's actually kind of cool. You have some like, I don't know. Now that I'm looking at it, it's very interesting because it has like a shiny, gray kind of green to it, and in some areas it's just flat out gray. While in this area it's kind of green. I don't know, it's kind of similar to the Imperial Godzilla, except that has like a reverse roll, where the spines were gray and so forth. You have some red paint with some black pupils, looking really nice. Is at least for a knockoff or bootleg. We have some nice painting. Not really too. You haven't seen what I've seen, or you don't know what I've seen in terms of Godzilla bootlegs. The quality is jarring. And yeah, for molding, the scales are mostly just circles. Looks like a big game of Agario. Or is it Agar.io? I honestly don't even know. For posability, there's nothing at the head, but you can rotate the... geez, I have not moved the arms on this one in a long time. There you go. You can rotate the arms at the base. The legs here, this one can kick. They're really rather stiff even after all these years. By the way, this figure is made of like a hard plastic. It's not really too soft. It's probably like a very hard vinyl. This one I don't really like to spin because you can kind of already see that it kind of tends to pop out. So you have to put it back into place. Don't know why that is. I've tried heating it up. It does not work. And for the tail, interesting because you'd think you would just rotate like this, no problem, right? Well, for the most part it does. But then I remember I once rotated this thing. I took it off the shelf, rotated. This was like recently, like I think only a few days ago. I rotated it, and it got stuck. So I thought like something may get caught in there, maybe like I don't know, maybe like some sort of flaky thing. And then it like I spun it the other way, and then it kind of cracked. So then I'm like, oh my goodness, did I break this thing? A tiny little piece of plastic came out of probably what this little gap is. And then like I don't, it's pretty much lost in the room, but it was like a little tiny piece of plastic that's the exact same color as the body. So my theory is that it is not made of a vinyl, but rather of just pure plastic, because vinyl will actually flex a little bit. Hard plastic will not, unless if it's heated up. So like, I'm guessing it did that because I haven't spun the tail in a long time prior to that. So, in terms of size comparisons, I'm gonna grab some figures off the shelf. I was not prepared for this video. Here he is, compared to some basic 6-inch figures with the Playmates and NECA Godzilla 2019 and 2021 figures. Basically the modern legendary Godzilla. So you have the 3 NECA and Heat Ray Playmates Godzilla vs. Kong. Godzilla. Yeah, he's definitely about like 8 inches. NECAs are about 7 inches tall, and Playmates are about 6. It might actually be 9. Huh. I'm actually not too sure. I might have to grab out a ruler for after this. Oh my goodness, that is actually kind of cool to look at because you have like a blue, black, and then you have like green and gray, and then you have like red, oranges, and yellows. That is really cool color scheme. I'm not going to display it like on the shelf like this, but I'm going to display them near each other now that I'm looking at it. So yeah, that's all I really have to say about this figure. It's interesting. I still don't know where you really came from. Really, still do not. Wish I actually knew the origins of this figure. I'm really dying to know. Anyways, that's all I really have to say. Like, subscribe, and comment. Well, I guess you can't comment because of Kappa. And see you guys next time.